Hey everybody, we got a nice sunny but cool late day in September, so we're going to take the Model A out for a nice relaxing drive, scenic drive. We're going to head up towards Virginia City. We're overlooking downtown Reno. You might be able to hear UNR's band in the background. There's a home football game today. So come along for the ride as we enjoy a nice relaxing Model A ride. Heading south out of the city of Reno, we worked ourselves over to Highway 341 and then made the steep ascent up to Virginia City. Well, we're pulling Geiger Grade, which is a pretty steep pull between Reno and Virginia City. I don't know what the grade is, but lots of switchbacks. Well, we're about halfway up Geiger Grade, and this is a historic scenic overlook. You have Reno in the background there. Reno's grown quite a bit over the last 20 years. Fills the whole valley now. Beautiful view of the northern Sierra Nevadas. Lake Tahoe's right behind those mountains over there. The original road was cut in the hillside in 1862 to get from Virginia City down to the Truckee Meadows, where the town of Reno would soon be built. The railroad didn't reach Virginia City for another 7 years. If you're not familiar with Virginia City, it is the site of the Comstock Lode, one of the largest silver deposits ever discovered on Earth. It was discovered by two brothers, the Grosh brothers, in June of 1859. However, both brothers were killed in tragic accidents before they were able to file a claim. Their friend, Henry Comstock, learning of their deaths, took over their cabin and their claims, and the lode subsequently got named for him. The town of Virginia City is actually named for a man, not a woman. James Finney, who went by the nickname of Old Virginie, is who the city is named for. He was one of the early prospectors in the area as well. In the first 10 years of operations, the mines of the Comstock Lode produced over $500 million in silver. It's the reason the state of Nevada is known as the Silver State, and the silver helped fund the Union Army and helped contribute to the winning of the Civil War. Well, we're coming into Virginia City, Nevada, home of the Comstock Lode, largest silver strike in the world. This town is a National Historic Site. A lot of the buildings are just where they were in the 1860s. It's only about 15 miles out of Reno, way up on top of the mountain.
Busy today.
Hopefully we can find a parking spot here on the main drag.
There might be one right there here in the pickup too. I don't know if you want to park behind the pickup.
At first glance, I thought it was a Model A four-door sedan, but then I noticed that the side window for the back seat was too long. Upon closer inspection, it turns out it was a Plymouth, split right down the middle. That's got to be the funniest looking dog I've ever seen. Lindy's a rock and crystal collector, so she's found her happy place. Small amounts of gold were discovered in the Carson River near today's Dayton, Nevada, as early as 1849, but the prospectors were so eager to get to the California gold fields that nobody bothered to investigate where that gold had come from. It wasn't for another decade that two brothers, the Grosh brothers, finally made the 6-mile hike from the river up to the top of the mountain in present-day Virginia City and stumbled upon one of the largest precious mineral deposits on the planet. This is known as the 100-mile view. Supposedly on a clear day, if there's no haze, you can see for 100 miles. We're looking due east into the middle of Nevada from downtown Virginia City. For the past 150 years, the Bucket of Blood Saloon is one of the favorite watering holes right in the middle of downtown. This is the old high school building. Now it's a museum. There's a difference of fate here. It's not a Model A. I don't know what it is, but it's not a Model A. It doesn't have the right firewall. Might be a Dodge, or don't believe it's a Chevy, but nothing but lawn art at this point. These old mines go deep into the earth, over 3,000 feet down. This is one of the larger mine dumps that's close to town. There are just miles and miles and miles of tunnels all through the mountain underneath Virginia City. This is the Savage Mansion. General Grant actually gave a speech from that upper balcony. The Virginia Truckee Railroad still runs between Virginia City and Carson City. They do have a steam locomotive train that you can ride. Today it looks like they're running the diesel. We'll take a look at the locomotive here in just a second. The church has incredible wood architecture on the inside.
There's a milk cart.
40s GMC or something.
Oh, how about this one? There's one coming. How about this one?
I don't know. That looks like a kitten car to me. An old rat rod over there.
Oh yeah. That was her rotted one?
It's called a rat rod.
Oh.
We ended up cutting our trip to Virginia City shorter than we had originally planned, as we received a phone call from some out-of-the-area friends who were in town and wanted to go to dinner. So we turned around and made the fast trip back to Reno. Well, you're a
Goodness.
serious cyclist if you're
Holy
doing
cow,
this.
tractor. Wow. Hopefully he'll make it.
Well, this is a good hill to test your Model A brakes on. Lots of hairpin turns, steep grades, sheer cliffs. Make sure you adjust your brakes before you try and go to Virginia City.